Hey there Stampers, today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute little gusseted treat holder. And this is done with a 6x6 piece of cardstock and the envelope punch board. Okay, so step one, cut your cardstock to 6x6. And we've got so many beautiful cardstocks in the catalog this year, and they're on sale this month, so you can buy 3 and get 1 free. So you're going to line your cardstock up at 2 1/4. Take my little scoring tool out. So line it up at 2 1/4, punch and score. Line it up at 3 1/4, punch and score. Okay, and then what you're going to do is turn it, and this first score line right here, I'm going to line it up with the little guide right here. So my score line is here, the little guide is right here. We're going to punch and score. Then you're going to move it over and line up the second score line with the guide. So that's this score line right here. Line it up. And we are going to punch, but not score. Okay, then you're going to turn, line it up at 2 1/4, punch and score. Line it up at 3 1/4, punch and score. Then you're going to turn, line up your first score line with the guide, punch and score. Line up your second score line, so that's this one right here, with the guide, and just punch this time. Okay, so you should end up with a piece that looks like this. Alright, so next step is we want to cut out these little squares out of the corners. So just right along your score lines, you're going to cut these out. Okay, and you're just going to do all 4. Like so. I'll do one more so you can see. So just right along your score lines. Okay, and so you end up with a piece that looks like that. Alright, so now we can get to putting our little thing together. So there's just a couple things that you want to do. First, you want to crease all your score lines really well. I can use my bone folder for that. Okay, so there's 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and it does crease pretty easily because it's already got that nice score line from your envelope punch board. Okay, like so. So we have a piece that looks like this. Now what we want is to make it gusseted right in here, we need to make another little crease. So the easiest way to do that is kind of hold it in your hands like this, and you want to match up this crease with this one. Okay, so just like so. And give that a good crease so you can see it. I'll turn it over so you can see. We have our score lines that we made here and here, and then this new one that we made right here. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the other side. So I just stick my fingers in like this, and crease it down like this. Like so. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over. So what's going to happen is these are going to end up folding in like this. One more that we need to crease really good is the bottom one. Okay, like this. And then we'll do the top one. Actually, no, we're going to wait to do the top one. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this one's going to go in like this. We're going to get our Tombow. You could use glue dots for this too, but I find Tombow works quite well. Okay, so we're going to put a little glue right here, and a little glue right here, here and here. This one's folded over, and then this one folds over like this. And just hold it for just a second. Okay, and while you're holding that, let's put some glue here. So we just want to go just around the edge like this. And then this folds up like so. Okay, so you can see our basic little thing here taking shape. Now we do need to make one more score line that I didn't do with the envelope punch board, and that is just right in here. So you can see it makes your lid kind of square on the top. Okay, so I just do that just with my paper trimmer. So I line up this, pull this down so you can see better. So this is my 1/2 inch mark right here. So I'm going to line up this right here along that 1/2 inch. Remember, the line goes all the way down, so it's really easy to see. I'm going to pull my scoring blade in, which I've marked with an S, and just score that like so. Okay, so then we can fold this over like this, and this like this. And that gives us our sort of square top. Okay, so that's your basic pouch. Now let's talk about how I finished it. I'm going to close this. Alright, so I have some banners. I used real red cardstock and I cut it out with a banner framelit ahead of time. And then I have a piece of the crushed curry chevron ribbon. So I just put a little bit of snail right here and I stuck the end of the ribbon down. Okay, and then I'm going to snail right down the middle of my banner, like so. And just pull this nice and tight right down the middle, like that. Okay, and I'm going to bring in my ribbon scissors and just going to trim that. And just follow the lines of your little banner shape that you've already cut out. Okay, so I have something that looks like this. Alright, now to stick this on, I ran some snail right down the middle of my top flap, and then I did run some just across the top here, just where that ribbon is, just so that it's good and stuck up there. Okay, so I want this to be right in line with the top and pretty much centered, like this. Okay, and then I've already stamped one of these little labels. This is from the Chalk Talk set. I stamped it with basic gray ink on Pool Party cardstock. Okay, and to stick it on, I'm just going to do that with some dimensionals. Let's grab a couple of those. And right like this. Okay, make sure those are good and stuck. Now here's a little trick for dimensionals. If you're having a hard time getting the backing off of them, just kind of crease down the middle with your thumbnail and it just sort of pops off the edges. Okay, and then they'll come off super easy every time for you. Alright, so I'm going to center this on here like so. And then one last thing to finish it off. So this one you'll see I have some little Velcro on it. So I have my Velcro pieces here. And they're already matched up. So I will take one and stick it like this. Peel that backing off, and then I will just close my little treat holder like so. Okay, so I've got the Velcro on, so that's good to go. Just like that. Okay, now let me show you what's inside of mine. I just did some mint patties, and I stayed with the color combination from the designer series paper. And I just covered a mint patty. I did one with red and I did one with Pool Party. I did a layer of the basic gray and then I did a layer of more of that designer paper. Okay, and in case you're wondering, the designer paper I used is called Flashback, and it's full of all kinds of awesome fun designs. So I just stick these back in here like so. Close her up and you're good to go. You have a really cute little treat container. You could fit all kinds of things in here. A little pack of tea would fit really cute in there. You could put a pair of earrings, perhaps a necklace or something fun in there. So there you go. Have fun making and happy stamping.